All right, as always, thanks for joining. Well, today we are going to be looking at the brand new NuView Hunting pop-up blind. This thing has 270 degrees of mesh see-through walls, and today we're going to be putting it to the test. We're going to be looking at the weight, we're going to be looking at the dimensions, we're going to be looking at all the other features, and most importantly, we're going to see how it holds up to water. So if you're interested in seeing that, stick around. Oh, that's so cold. So one of the first things I wanted to do, just carrying these things out, is I wanted to see where it stands weight-wise. So weight-wise, let's see where we're at. This guy here, this is the NuView Hunting blind. It's coming in at 14.5 pounds. We're going to compare that to this other blind that I have, and I don't remember the brand name, but we'll get into it when I open it up maybe. This blind is 12.2 pounds. So here's the 3 bags, and I can tell you right off the get-go, the NuView Hunting bag here is much thicker, and I feel like is a much better construction, and it packs down tighter. They've added these buckles so that when you do get it put back in, you can tighten that thing down and just cinch it tight. I think that is a great feature. It also has the drawstring top, because these other bags, I know I fight to get them in, and then they're really big and bulky. This one is pretty nice. So we're going to set this one up, and I'm going to walk you through just setting this guy up, what all that looks like. So we undo both of these clips, and then if you're like me, you're just going to pull this guy out. Now the one thing I've always hated about all the other blinds is if you do have stakes and stuff like that, they always fall out and they're going everywhere. They've included a nice zip-up pouch here where your stakes and your drawstrings can go. So that's a huge bonus. I love that feature. And then let's open this guy up. So you want to start off with one of the sides first. Basically just make sure your base is folded all the way down. And I'm going to start off with this side and simply pull this strap out. And then from there, go to the 3 other sides. Then you can go ahead and get in and pop up the center. And we're going to turn so I'm facing you guys. Now, you guys probably can't see me, but I can see out really, really well. And so let's get a camera on inside here. Take a look at what it looks like. All right, so here we are inside the NuView blind. And just to give you an idea footprint-wise, I'd say we're at about 56 inches square, maybe, yeah, about 56 inches square, and to the highest point of the roof, we're at about 70 inches. So 56 by 70. I would say that this is a tight 2-person blind, but what is cool is you have 270 degrees of see-through walls. So here's the view from inside the NuView Hunting blind. You see my tripod up there, and you can kind of see, I can see all the way through these walls. And then the back wall is all black. It does have a drop-down window here, so you can just undo these 2 hooks, and then it also has a screen that you can hook back up. So at least you have a camouflage screen there if you want, or just the full window. And it's fairly easy. I'm doing that one-handed while holding the camera. And it's pretty nice. It's got a little pouch down here so you can put your cell phone, other things in there. And then we've got the zip-up door. And then we have these fold-up windows on all three sides. So this side can slide down as well as all three sides. And the next thing I'm curious to see is I have another pop-up blind is, can I shoot my bow out of this thing? That's really what I would like to use this for. I think this would be a great blind for turkey hunting. I think this isn't going to eliminate you being able to be seen by turkeys, but I think it's really going to help, and it's going to help you be able to see what's going on outside there without having the windows completely all the way down. So, and I'm not going to fire a shot just because I don't want to shoot my target from this close. But I'm able to draw my bow back no problem in here. I could definitely shoot out two sides while sitting in here. I could not bring it around. Oops, hit my camera. I definitely could not bring around and shoot all three of these walls while sitting in the same seat. But I could move and get these other two walls. So overall, I think that does pretty well, being able to pull this bow back. I mean, that's kind of one of the things I definitely wanted. So another cool feature that this thing has is, if you're like me, sometimes you struggle getting inside this door. This door sometimes can be a little too small. So what they have is they have this buckle here. You can undo the buckle and spread this guy open. So it's going to make it a whole lot easier to get yourself in and out of here. So you simply open that thing up, you're in, put that thing back together, zip it back up, and you're done, ready to go. Here's some of the things that you can't see right off the get-go on this blind that I didn't have in my other two blinds. This has two sections of what I would think of as kind of like molly webbing, all along the top here and along the bottom. And what that's going to allow you to do is be able to brush this blind in. You're going to be able to tuck brush into all of these guys if you want to do that. And that is all the way around. So the first thing I want to test out for water is I just want to really hit the roof. So we're going to have, my wife is going to put it on shower mode and just kind of simulate rain coming straight down onto the roof. And obviously I think this thing's going to be waterproof and keep it from drips, but I want to see what it looks like on the sides, because I have a feeling that once water hits this, you're really not going to be able to see through the sidewalls, but let's test that out. So the water's coming out the front, and obviously coming right in the front here, just because I have that window down. The side here, it seems to be, it's still dripping in, which is something you wouldn't get on a normal, straight-walled, flat. Even with this all the way up, a lot of the water does follow. Even with this all the way up, it does follow a lot, but there is still a lot of water dripping inside here. All right, we're good. So the visibility is definitely cut down a little bit, especially down here in the bottom. It looks like a big blurry spot here, which is one thing I thought would happen with a lot of water. So right now I'm just gonna have my wife go ahead and blast just the front with a shower. And I'm definitely getting sprayed, but that is a straight water, straight 90 degrees in. You can still somewhat see through though. It's not like totally clear, but it's not blocked. I mean, you can still see general big shapes. Definitely water is already splashed up on the camera lens here. So the water runs off this pretty well. It tends to follow the contour, but a lot of water definitely drips through. So it's not like a typical solid wall, canvas style or nylon like the roof is or the back wall. Definitely lets some of that rain through, but it'll keep you mostly dry. And that is one of the things that I use pop-up blinds for, is really when we've got inclement weather, whether it's rain or snow, it's really to keep out of that. So if you're looking strictly to keep yourself dry, this may have some issues with dripping around the edges and stuff. But I think a lot of them do, especially when you have the windows open anyway. So just something for you to know about. So anyway, we're gonna see how long does it take to tear this thing down. So first thing off, I'm just gonna give this thing a smack, pop the roof down, and then just pop in all 4 sidewalls. And then what I like to do is I like to flip this thing over onto its lid. And there you go. It's gonna let all these legs collapse. And then we're gonna find that one corner that has the straps on it. Wish that was a little easier to find. There we are, right here. So we got our strap. I'm gonna let that all the way out. Strap these guys down. Cinch it in nice and tight. That's gonna let us get our bag started a little easier. Cinch our tie. We'll loosen up our buckles here. And then cinch them on down. And we're all packed up, ready to go. We've got 2 adjustable length straps, so you can wear this thing like a backpack. And then we're out of here. So let's talk pros and cons. Pros is this thing has a great case. I love how thick the material is, how beefy it is. I love the adjustable draw straps here. I love this pocket because I always hated having the stakes fall out and make a bunch of noise when I've emptied out the blind. I like the adjustable length, heavy duty webbing here. I love the see-through. I think it is really cool. It turned out better than I thought. It handled the water much better than I thought. I thought for sure you wouldn't be able to even see out those walls, but it did really well there. The weight is comparable to the other blind that I had that is the same size. So I think weight-wise, construction-wise, it is solid. I guess cons, I guess if you see it, or ways, things to improve on, I guess is what I would really say it as, is I would like to see 1 or 2 more pockets inside the blind. And then I'd also like to see a spot to attach some Hunter's Orange. Include a big square chunk of Hunter's Orange on the top. As in some states, it is required to have Hunter's Orange attached to your blind. So I think that's 2 options to improve. But other than that, I think this is a great blind, comes in at a great price, right around, I think around 120 bucks right now on Amazon. You can pick this thing up on Amazon, or you can pick it up on newviewhunting.com. But overall, really impressed with this thing. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review. And as always, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.